Hello everyone and welcome to today's reading. I hope that all is well. If you're new here, I am your host LeeApocrypha and it is a pleasure to meet you. I hope you'll consider joining the soul family that we have going on here. If you like the video, please show your support by liking and all that good jazz. And if you're returning, welcome back soul family. I love you guys. Hugs. Alright, so today is going to be tough love messages that we need to hear. So there's going to be 3 piles today. These beautiful objects or snacky-snacks are they were gifted to me. I went to a friend's sister's sweet 16 like weeks ago and I had been meaning to use these and yeah, so finally using them. 3 piles. Disclaimers, information decks down below. If you're not able to handle tough love messages, straight up, no bullshit, no sugarcoating, then this is not going to be the video for you, okay? I have no clue what's going to come out, but let's jump into it. So, we have pile 1, which is this chocolate butterfly. Pile 2, which is this Oreo chocolate covered flower. And then we have pile 3, which is this cake pop. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I know it's terrible, but choose your pick your poison. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and let's just jump right in, shall we? So, pile 1, welcome to your reading. With the butterfly, it's making me think of change and transformation. So, perhaps one of the tough love messages that you need to hear right now, pile 1, is that you have been avoiding changes in your life that you know for a fact will help you in your transformation and whatever it is that you're trying to grow or evolve into or trying to bring into your life. There's a lot of change and transformation that you are well aware of that you have been avoiding. Pile number 1. So, let's see. Alright, so we have here the 7 of Wands, we have the Lovers, and let's go ahead and get one more. Ooh. There's a lot of cards left up there. So I see that you're really struggling to make changes in your life that you know will bring you closer to love. Perhaps you fear love. Perhaps you have codependency issues or you fear that your codependent behaviors might come out in a relationship and therefore you don't even want to try. Perhaps it's hard for you to find people who truly understand you. You want to find balance in a connection or a friendship or something in your life, like a job, your family members. The tough love talk here is that you say that you want to make all these changes in order to have balance in your relationships. However, again, you refuse to make changes in your life. It's like the Five of Wands is about strife, it's about competition, it's about challenge or people not seeing eye to eye. This raven here is holding on to one wand, which symbolizes passion, creativity, the Ace of Wands. But we have one wand also on the bottom on the floor. So what this is telling me is that you're fighting the urges that you have to really make the changes that you need to make in order for you to express yourself, in order for you to come into alignment with who you truly are. You're afraid of what people will think about you, about your creative pursuits, about who you truly are. But I'd say fuck it, let them see who you are, and if they walk out of your life, then that's better for you, because you don't need fake ass people with their fake ass support. It's interesting because I was talking to my mother. I recently have been posting things online on a social media that my parents follow me, and it's kind of like me coming out and just being like, here I am. And you know, my parents have their concern because I do have a lot of interest in like left-hand path or occult practices and teachings and different things like that. And so it's natural that they're afraid or worried, concerned. But I told them, like, Mom, honestly, I don't give a fuck about what other people think about me. I'm going to continue to be more open about who I really am. And I don't need no fake ass support from people. I don't give a fuck if they're family, friends, or people I've known for a long time. If they do not like who I am, then they can get out of my life. Period. With no harm, no disrespect, no anger, no resentment, I don't hold grudges, I don't feel guilty, like I'm just done. I'm done giving people the time that, like, if they're not truly supporting me, then do they even deserve my time? No. Like, I'm too fucking tired. I ain't got no fucking time to be wasting on people that don't fucking get it. If they want to know, they can ask. But if they'd rather assume, then that's their fucking problem, not mine. I don't have to prove shit to nobody but myself. And I even told my mom, like, you have seen me through my worst. When I was depressed, you guys were the ones that were there for me. And you guys reminded me of my accomplishments. You guys reminded me that I've done things that other people have not, that they've wanted to, and that I've always been very independent. They reminded me of these things, and when I was telling my mom about my perspective on why I'm starting to share those kind of things on, you know, on social media, that we have a lot of family or a lot of people that we used to go to church with or whatever the fuck the case is, I told her, honestly, Mom, I don't fucking care. I don't want to work for somebody who doesn't fucking get me, because I would be miserable. So if they don't hire me just because they don't like me, then I don't want to fucking deal with them anyway. I don't want to work for a shitty company. I don't want fake ass friends, and I don't need family around me that just judges me. If they want to judge me, they can. But I don't fucking care, because I'm not going to change who I am for anybody, because I'm not an evil person. And to me, the only true evil that exists out there are people that rape and murder and hurt people and animals and things like that. For no reason. Okay? So I told her, you know I'm not a bad person. And just because I am interested in the darker things, because she said, like, you know, I'm afraid that, you know, you're you know, going to attract dark things or whatever, be interested in that. I'm like, Mom, I already do that. Honestly. I'd rather you guys know the real me, know your daughter for who she really is. I don't want to live no Hannah Montana life where you see one side of me and all my friends and other people see another side. No. Either everyone in my life, whether family, friends, or otherwise, are going to know who I am, and if they don't like it, then that's their problem, not mine. It's hard. It has literally taken me years to stop giving a fuck, and I'm still releasing the need to give a fuck. Okay? So I get it. You may be struggling because you have certain people in your life that you really love and you're really afraid of who they might think you are, but really, if they cannot see you, interesting. I'm gonna pull those because they're very relevant, I feel. If they cannot see me for who I am, then I don't fucking need them in my space, wasting my time and energy, because I need that time and energy for what I really want to do in my life. All right? So, I feel like you may be in the same energy. Here we have the Death card in reverse, which just goes to show you're literally refusing changes in your life that you know that you need to make. The Death card is probably my favorite card in the whole deck. It's about change and transformation, and it's fucking hard, but once you get past the difficulty, sky's the limit. So we have the Death card here. We have Suspended in reverse, which is the Hangman in reverse. You're refusing to see things from another perspective because you're refusing to make those changes. I saw 1123. 123 to me symbolizes the beginnings of something new, taking the steps that are necessary, one step at a time and all that. That's like the full energy to me. And then we have the Magician. It's time for you to wake up and to expand and to evolve and to stop giving a fuck about what other people think. Family, friends, or otherwise. If you have been praying or hoping or manifesting real connections, people who actually fucking get you, the more you kiss ass, the more you stay face, the more you keep your mouth shut because of fear of what he or she or whoever the fuck might think, the less likely you are to come across those real soul family members that you so deeply desire to come across. Because you will never be able to truly come to alignment with that energy if you cannot even be in alignment with who you really are. Our soul family brings us closer to our truth, to the truth of our soul. It's a give and take connection. It's something that is supposed to be balanced. Let's say you come to meet somebody who is a part of your soul family and you're not ready, right? I believe that everything happens for a reason, and timing, can be at play and all of that. But you will not get as much of a lesson. You will not learn as much. You will not get as much from the moment or from meeting them as if you were ready and you stopped giving a fuck about what other people think. Suspended is saying here that you need to view things from a different perspective. If you truly want change, which you supposedly do, then you need to make changes. The Magician doesn't just sit on their ass all day, every day, hoping, praying, wishing. Like, yes, that's a part of it, but when are you going to get off your ass and put in the work? Put in the time, the effort that you need to in order to make those changes that you know need to happen. And underneath we have here the Hermit. Under the Hermit, the Four of Cups and the World. All right. So the Hermit here is saying some people you will need to move away from. You need to take your power back. You need to hold your energy to yourself around certain people. If you ever are hanging around someone, whether they're family, friends, coworkers, or whatever, and you feel so drained, or you feel so annoyed, or you feel misunderstood, you feel like they're all talk and they're no action, or you just feel like you're wasting your time and you don't want to be rude or anything, you don't want to tell them like, hey, I gotta go, but you genuinely deep down inside feel like, man, whenever I'm around this person, I literally just feel like I'm wasting my fucking precious time. Then those are the people you need to take your time back from. You need to take your shit back because they're only going to keep wasting it, okay? The World card is saying you need to move away from those cycles. You might be bitching and complaining like, oh, well, I mean, I always want to do this, this, and that, but then this person comes around and then like I don't have time to do what I want. Well, maybe it's because you're giving them your time. And if you feel like they don't truly deserve your time and you'd rather use that time for something else, then use it for whatever it is that you truly want to do. If they really love you, if they really support you, then they will learn to understand. And if they cannot and they're triggered, then that's on them. That's on them. Our triggers show us what we need to work on. But we can also see triggers on other people, and that might make us feel guilty, that might make us feel a certain way. But in the end, as long as you're doing what you need to do for you, and you do the best that you can for the people around you without overgiving or allowing people to overstep your boundaries or anything like that, then, you know, you have to take care of yourself first. It's like they say, you have to let the cup spill over, and what spills over you give, the overflow, you give that time and energy to people. You cannot give from the cup itself because then you don't have time for yourself. Do you understand? So the World card here is saying to pay more attention to what it is that you know you feel, the people you know that just don't resonate with you anymore. It's okay to let it go. And if they don't understand, all you can do is the best that you can do to explain if you feel the need to. And if not, then it doesn't matter, honestly. Life is too short to fucking care. It is. But if you want to care so much, and I understand, because I'm somebody who cares too much for people who mistreat me, who use me, who lie to me. Been there, done that, I'm done with it. So this is saying, if you acknowledge that you're having those issues and you're still partaking in that energy, giving that energy, I saw 1717, then it's just gonna keep being in a cycle. Okay, the Four of Cups is saying there may be divine timing here if this has to be with the connection, which I believe this very well may be because we did have the Lovers here. So in this deck, I believe, I haven't read the book or anything, just the like synopsis in the back. And it's about this crow and this dragon that fall in love, and it's a kind of like a twin flame story. And so we see here the one cup, the Ace of Cups, has the dragon. This is the dragon. But it also has a clock symbolizing divine timing. The crow has the heart. It's wearing the heart. So it's like you see toxicity around you. You see balance around you. You see the feminine and masculine aspects. You're trying to create this for yourself, this balance for yourself, because you know that when this person comes, that you need to be ready to be able to give your heart in a healthy, balanced way where you know that things will grow and cycles will not continue to persist and keep you guys stuck. Okay. So I'll pull from this deck, which was a gift from my friend whose mom made those little Snacky-Snacks for the pile selection. So let's see. Oh shit. Whoa. I feel like those two wanna. Okay, those three. Alright, then those three. 4. Come on. We have the twin underneath. Are you serious? The twin. And when talking about twin flames, spiritual connections, deeper connections, people that you love. Alright, take it as you may. So we have here, what's this? The erase. We have this one here that looks like a gesture, which makes me think of the Fool card. We have the arrow. We have the move. And we had the song that fell on my lap. When I picked it up, it was reversed. So I'm going to pull this in reverse, leave it like that. I feel like what this is saying here is you need to take a leap of faith. The tough love message here is you may be scared, but if it's something you really want, then why are you wasting your time? The longer you wait, the less of a possibility your true desires are. It's like there's divine timing here, but if you don't make any strides towards coming into alignment with that timing, because time is an illusion, right? In our mind, we perceive time. In our physical reality, we perceive time based on the sun, the moon, the cycles, right? We perceive time, but spirits on the other side don't perceive time. Time doesn't truly exist. Everything's going on at the same time, so they say, right? So this is saying if you don't make any strides towards what it is that the divine timing is trying to bring at play, then you're never going to come into alignment with it. It's literally saying, yes, divine timing is at play here. However, if you want something to happen much sooner, then get on your shit and take the steps necessary that you need to take. Because the longer you wait, the less likely it is to come. So let me give an example, right? You want to join the military. Let's just say this is the first thing that came to my mind. Maybe you get out of high school, you're 18 years old, and you're like, I'm too young, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But like, let's say you've been debating on joining the military for like 10 years and you're already like almost 30. Well, you probably can't join the Marines already. You can maybe still join the Army, maybe the Air Force. You know what I mean? The longer you wait, the less of a possibility it is. If you're in marching band and you're in that age, high school marching band or something like that, and you want to do DCI, right? Drum Corps International. If you wait, you're not going to have a chance, because as soon as you're like 21 or something, I don't remember the age, you can't do it anymore. So it's literally saying the longer you wait, you may never have an opportunity. Divine timing is at play, yes, but if you never take the chance, if you never strive towards that, it will not come. It won't. It doesn't matter if it's meant for you. If you are not in alignment, it will not come. And if it does, you will not be ready for it. And it'll just be cycle after cycle after cycle until you're how old and you're bedridden and you can't do what it is that you wanted to do. All right? The arrow and move here are literally actually expanding on that message that I literally just said. So the arrow to me is like you need to aim towards what it is that you want and strive towards that. I saw 2333. 3 to me is a number of manifestation. If you're trying to manifest, you need to have a goal and you need to go after it. If you need to take one step at a time, then do it. If you feel you cannot take that leap 100%, you can't just jump like a mile away, take a step at a time. One step at a time will still get you closer to where you're going rather than just staring at it blankly, just sitting there. That's not going to do shit. You can hope and pray all you want, but if you don't get off your ass and do it, nothing's going to happen. Move is literally saying to get off your ass and make it happen. All right? The song in reverse to me is saying you need to learn to communicate. This to me is saying that there's issues with communication here. It's like you want things to be harmonious, but you do not have harmony within yourself. As above, so below, as within, so without. If you cannot be happy and enjoy serendipitous moments, or you cannot perceive what is going on around you right now, then you're not going to have harmony, because you're always going to feel like I'm not good enough, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough this, I don't have enough that. Stop thinking like that, because you're fucking yourself over. If you want harmony, then you need to learn how to speak your mind, speak your truth, communicate. People can't read your mind, and if they know how, then tell them to message me, because I want to learn. All right, so that's the message that I have here for you, pile 1. I hope that it resonated and brought you some clarity. I'm sorry if it was tough love. I say it like I see it. So no hard feelings or anything. I'm not trying to trigger anybody, but sometimes we need to be triggered, because that's the only way we'll actually fucking get off our ass and do something. So thank you for being here. I really appreciate you guys. And if you're staying for pile 2 or 3, then let's move on to pile 2. We have, all right, hello pile 2, and welcome to your reading. These are tough love messages, so just a warning again that shit's gonna get real. If that's something you cannot handle, then do not watch this video. All right, I don't sugarcoat anything. I say it how I see it. I mean no offense by it, but I'm gonna say what I see. You have the flower here. I heard the ever unfolding rose, even though it's not a rose. To me, that symbolizes cycles, right? The ever unfolding rose is what I have for you. There's cycles in your life, habits that you may be struggling to break, addictions that you may be struggling to let go of, people you may be struggling to face or communicate with, or you just have some issues going on, perhaps. It is also an oreo within that flower. So with the oreo, I'm thinking about balance. You may be struggling to find balance when it comes to routines, when it comes to the energies you're trying to bring into your life. Perhaps you are somebody who works with the right-hand path and you're trying to get into the left-hand path. You're scared because it's hard to find balance because of the way that you've been raised. That's understandable. I would say do as much research as you can, learn what you can, take your time, and do what feels right. Fuck what other people think, Just be smart about it, okay? Don't fuck around. But let's see. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. I had a feeling this card was going to come out. We have the Two of Swords upright, the Hierophant, the Eight of Pentacles, and underneath the deck we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. All right. With the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I see here that there is a struggle for you when it comes to finances, when it comes to stability. Maybe I heard homeless. Somebody here may be homeless or know somebody who is. You may struggle a lot within the physical realm, like maybe you have a lot of physical ailments. Maybe there's a lot of people around you that use you for your money, or that have in the past. We had the Moon under the King of Pentacles as well. So we'll get into that. Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you want to explore, you want to evolve, you want to grow. You want to give an offer to somebody perhaps, or be better with yourself, have a better self-care routine, self-love routine, or practices like rituals. Seven of Swords can mean there may be some self-deception or people around you that deceive you, lie to you all the time. Perhaps you have this feeling that this person is lying to you, even if they say, no, I'm not lying. And then you literally, your intuition is like sirens going off, like Mayday, Mayday, this person, like SOS, they're, fucking lying to you. And you ignore it. But then you end up over giving to them, and they end up taking from you, and you feel like they don't care, but then they come around when they need you, and then you're happy because they're around, but then they disappear. They come and go as they please, and they're not honest with you. You're not honest with yourself. The ever unfolding rose, right? You want to find balance, then you need to truly delve deeper into yourself and figure out what it is that you're telling yourself that's a lie, that's holding you back from being open and honest and communicating how you truly feel. The Two of Swords here is saying you need to make a concise, clear decision on what it is that you want to do, what it is you want to say. And the moon is sticking out here as well, because we got the moon card underneath the King of Pentacles. And it's interesting because I noticed the dragon in this card, and I just noticed the dragon in this card too. Even in the water, I see like a goddess. It's like the spiral goddess. It's like this is her abdomen, her chest, her head, and then she has her arms up, and then there's like a circle of energy above her. She's kind of like a mermaid. You see two towers here. So there's again more about two. It's like you may struggle to make a decision to face your own darkness. I saw 3312. 1, 2, 3 to me symbolize the beginning, like taking the first steps necessary, like the Fool card. It's like you're debating, should I fly? Should I expand? Should I explore? I don't know, because it's scary out there, because it's dark. Should I delve deeper into myself to truly understand who I am, to know thyself? I don't know, because what if I do and I find something out that I don't like? What if there's something there that scares me? It's like you feel like there's something lingering. But it's like it's an aspect of you. It's an aspect of your truth, what it is that you truly love, what it is you truly desire. If you want to expand your horizons, to explore, to evolve, to figure out who it is that you really are, then you need to spread your wings and soar. You need to make that decision to cut out the bullshit and to move forward, to stop allowing yourself to be in these vicious cycles. And it is hard. It's easier said than done to stop ourselves when we struggle from that. I saw 34, by the way. 4 is about stability. 3 is about manifestation. 7 is about spirituality and alignment to me. So it's like maybe you want to delve deeper into your spiritual side. Maybe you want to delve deeper into your darkness or your light or whatever. and you're afraid of what you're going to find. But in truth, the only way to learn to accept who you really are is to figure out who you really are, and to learn to give yourself the love and the understanding and the compassion that you need to. All right. So we also have the Hierophant and the Eight of Pentacles. So with the Hierophant here, I see that perhaps you may struggle when it comes to interesting. We were just talking about spirituality. Perhaps you are in a religion that you feel doesn't resonate with you, but you just stay in it because you feel guilty if you don't go. Or perhaps you don't feel it resonates with you, but your family forces you, or you just feel like it's something that you should do, but it's not something that you want to do because it doesn't feel right to you. It's like saying here, you need to study, you need to learn, you need to delve deeper and figure out what it is. This deck, I believe, because I haven't read the booklet, but I believe the synopsis in the back was saying how this deck is about this raven and this dragon that fall in love, and they're like twin flames and stuff like that. So it's like saying you need to trust in divine timing, but you also need to go out there and make your dreams come true. I believe this is something that I was talking about and literally just barely in pile 1. So if you've been thinking about watching pile 1, then please do so. You need to expand your horizons. You need to understand that even though things may take time, it'll be worth it as long as you're striving towards, making the right decisions and striving to make your life more abundant and all of that, not just by hoping, praying for it, but to actually get off your ass and make it happen. What is it that you want to make happen? What is it in your life that brings you true fulfillment? And it doesn't matter what other people think. It doesn't matter what other people want from you. What matters is that you are striving towards what it is that makes you happy, and that you love yourself enough to respect that what it is that you desire is worthy of your time and energy, and that you are worthy of accomplishing it, and you are worthy of making that the life for yourself. But you need to make it happen. It takes effort. It takes consistency. It takes a lot of resistance towards lethargy, being lethargic, being lazy, procrastination, which is really hard. Like, that's something that so many of us struggle, and that's something that I'm working on myself, so I get it. But if you want to stop vicious cycles in your life, like the ever unfolding rose, it's going to continue to evolve and grow, and new petals come and old petals fall. You need to be aware of your energy and what it is that you're trying to manifest. Be real with yourself that you are delusional in the sense of you thinking that you're not good enough. The tough love talk here for you, pile number 2, is that you need to quit bullshitting yourself. You need to realize your full potential. You need to see that it's going to take a lot of hard work and consistency and persistence to create and manifest what it is that you want. If you feel like religion or some kind of upbringing has halted you or made it harder for you to pursue the thing that it is that you truly love, then fuck that. Let it go. Keep what resonates with you because it genuinely does, and let go of the rest. So if there's like, let's say you're Christian or something, but Christianity doesn't feel right to you, but there's certain scriptures or certain phrases or whatever that really resonate with you, then keep that in your practice. You know, you don't have to let it go just because you don't feel like the religion on its own suits you or truly resonates with you. And there's no need to feel guilty because you stray away from that path. Just because that's someone else's path and they say if you're straying away from the path then you're wrong, that's their path. You need to stop deceiving yourself. If something doesn't feel right, if something doesn't feel right to you, then it doesn't feel right. Ask yourself why. Keep what does resonate with you, what makes you happy, and let go of the rest. Nothing else matters. You know, you don't have to stay face for anybody. And if you think that you do, then that's your first problem. True people, people who truly love you, will respect your decisions. And I get it so hard when there's family that, you know, don't support us or don't believe in us. I have friends, for example, that they've gone through the worst with their family, and it's so sad to me. But it's like I try to remind them too, despite us wanting that from our physical family, like sometimes you know, friendships are stronger than blood. You know what I mean? People say blood is thicker than water, but not for everybody. No. I mean, if your family abuses you, neglects you, or talks shit to you just because you're going after your dreams and they don't fucking get it, then that's on them, not you. And you shouldn't be made to feel guilty because of that. If they truly love you, then they'll learn to accept it. And if they don't, then that's on them. I mean, that doesn't make it easy. I don't mean to sound insensitive, but really, like, the more that you try to please them, the more you're just going to hate yourself, because you're going to constantly always feel like, man, I'm a bad person because I'm not doing what they want me to do, and I should live my life the way that they want because they're my parents and I respect them and I love them, but then they treat me like shit and blah, blah, blah. If they really love you, they'll get over it. And if they can't, then that just goes to show their own pain, their own trauma, keeping them stuck in their own cycles. But you don't have to stay stuck there. That doesn't mean that you can't love them. That doesn't mean you can't, you know, hang out with them. That's never what it means. It just means that, you know, if you need to create space between you and some family, which is the hardest people to make space away from, then you need to do what you need to do for your own sanity, for your own life. Because let me tell you what, whose life are you living? Yours or theirs? And it doesn't fucking matter if they're your parents. Whose life are you living? If they wanted to live their life, they can live their life. I mean, it doesn't matter how old you are. You want to go to school, go to school. You want to travel, go travel. If you keep yourself stuck, that's on you. Just because they may not have lived their dreams for whatever reason, doesn't mean that you have to live their dreams for them. You're your own person. You live your own dreams. And people who truly love you will accept it. And people who don't, they won't. Stop killing yourself over what your family thinks, because they may never truly accept what it is that you want to do with your life. But that's on them, not you. As long as you're not raping, murdering people, as long as you're not harming anybody who don't deserve it or anything, then you're good. Just because they can't see that, that's their problem. All right. So, whoa. We have the lock, the big, pile one got some more, so let's see. I'll pull one more. Oh shit. Okay, well those that fell, we'll pull those. And underneath is the little. So honestly, that's interesting because we got the big and we got the little. So I feel like you may be struggling to... One fell in the trash. Okay, so one fell on the floor, which was the mirror. And one fell in the trash. Two fell in the trash, which is the sand in reverse and the jump in reverse. And I'm going to keep these in reverse. Is that it? Yeah, all right. The lock. You need to delve deeper. You're hiding some shit within you because you're scared of who you really are. You're scared of your true success. You're scared of love. You're scared of coming into the greatest version of yourself. Because you know you're going to have to let go of people, places, and things around you. Behaviors that don't help you accomplish your dreams or goals. They just hinder you, keep you stuck. In order for you to soar, you need to unlock the chains that bind you. Perhaps for some of you, those may be religious perspectives that keep you, hindering you because you keep feeling guilty, because you're pursuing something that according to a certain religion might be wrong, even though you know deep down inside you feel like, how is this wrong? Like, I'm not hurting anybody. You know, you do you. And if you want to stay stuck in religious perspectives that keep you stuck, then that's on you. The big and with the little underneath, it's interesting. We also have the twin under that. So the twin, I was literally about to say the big and the little here remind me of balance. You know, you need to heal your childhood trauma in order to come into a healed version of yourself. However, it is understandable the healing journey is consistent and will always be something in our life that we need to do. We may heal through so many different things in our life, and there will always be something new that comes to us that we'll have to heal from. That's just the way life is. That's how we learn lessons and all of that. So this is saying you may need to reparent yourself. You may need to be the parent that you want your parents to be. You may need to be that for yourself. And whether you have parents that support you or you don't, you need to be that for yourself. You need to reparent yourself. You need to heal your inner child in order to have balance in your life. With the mirror here, so bringing back out the moon, the mirror, the moon, I was mentioning darkness, I was mentioning you delving deeper into yourself. You need to look in the mirror. Perhaps you're blaming other people for things. Maybe you have lied to people, maybe you've hurt people, maybe you've stolen from somebody, maybe, you know, you have created a lot of deception in the people around you, or you've caused problems. Once you acknowledge what you have done, you can begin to look in the mirror. It's not okay for us to do bad things, but it's okay for us to ask for forgiveness from other people and to forgive ourselves. The mirror is saying you need to delve deeper into yourself in order to see who you really are. Reflect upon that. If you have a question, you're seeking, oh, who am I really? What is it that I truly want? What is it that I'm really here meant to do? Only you know that. And it's okay if you don't know right now. It's okay if your opinion or your desire changes in the future. That's okay. That's normal. We all have many phases of our life, just like the moon. The moon constantly has phases. So do we. And that doesn't make us weak. That doesn't make us whatever. It's just the older you are, the more experiences you have. Just because someone's old doesn't mean that they're wise, in my opinion. Because they're old means that they have a lot of experiences, theoretically. The people that are wise are those that learn from those experiences. So just because you're old doesn't mean shit. Just because you're young doesn't mean that you're, you know, stupid or ignorant, you know. No matter how old you are, no matter what you've gone through, we always have more to learn. Age don't mean shit. I know people that are literally at least twice my age and they act way less than half my age. And it's ridiculous. It's like, how are you older than me? How were you in the military and you can't even do shit yourself? Like, you're that lazy and you were in the military? What? How? You're that old and you don't even know how to fucking clean up after yourself? What? Age don't mean shit here. What matters is you as a person learning from your shit. That's what matters. You need to go within and figure your shit out. It takes time, it's hard, but it's necessary. So the jump and the sand in reverse. The jump is telling me that you're struggling to make changes in your life, to move forward, to take that first step that is necessary. I'll show you upright because it's cute. And with the sand here, it's making me think of the sands of time. It's making me think of timing. Maybe you live in a desert. Maybe your family lives in the desert. Maybe you've been wanting to travel to some deserty place. I heard glass. I don't know. Somebody who's watching this, maybe you like to blow glass, like make glass work or something, like statues or little things or pipes or whatever. I feel like that's for like one specific person. If that's you, like, let me know. That'd be so interesting. The sands of time. I feel like you're scared that time is slipping through your fingers. You may sit with yourself and try to figure things out. Next thing you know, it's already midnight or it's late and you haven't gotten any work done because you've just been in a very contemplative mode. It's time for you to take a leap of faith. Take the leap necessary, and it doesn't have to be a huge jump. It could literally be one step at a time, okay, pile 2? The sands of time. Perhaps you've been wanting to study something like that, or for some of you, maybe there's something relevant here about ancient Egypt or about the Egyptian pantheon. Perhaps there's a god or goddess within the Egyptian pantheon that you resonate with a lot, or maybe you want to go to Egypt. To me, in this picture, it's saying to, with the sand here, is making me think of earth. Makes me think of stability, and we have a lot of pentacles here as well. But we also see her in this pose with her eyes closed, and she has like a bendy, like a third eye. It's saying, above all else, you need to follow your inner wisdom. You need to follow your intuition, and it will not lead you astray. Even this mirror card, this girl here has a mirror on her third eye. You need to reflect, what is your intuition telling you? What is your heart telling you? Because I guarantee you that will lead you more into what is you truly want, more than just your mind telling you what's logical, what you should or shouldn't do in your life, or what this person wants you to do. Fuck their opinion. As long as you're not hurting anybody, then you do you. Alright, so I feel like these were the tough love messages that were meant for you, pile 2. I hope that it resonated and brought you some clarity into your situation. I never mean anything with, in a way to harm or anything. I never mean to be offensive or anything, but I'm going to say exactly what I feel, how I see it, what I see, how it should be said. So I hope that those messages resonated, and thank you so much for sharing your time with me. If you're here for pile 3, then we'll get started with pile 3. So, hey pile 3, the cake pop. This is your pile. This was honestly the one Snacky-Snack out of all the 3 that I was the most excited about. However, I just noticed, because I waited so fucking long, that I think it expired. And I can't eat it. And I'm sad with myself. So perhaps there's something that you have been really wanting in your life, but you've been procrastinating it, and you've just been looking at it. It looks so delicious to you, and when you finally come around, oh, it's expired. Sorry, you can't eat it unless you want to get sick. So a message for somebody. You can't wait forever for certain things. Certain things you literally have to jump the gun and you have to take a chance, because if not, then the ship is going to sail and that same ship will not be there to pick you up the next day or in a week or in a month or in a year. All right? So to me, this is saying you may have lost out on opportunities that could have been very beneficial, very fruitful, very beautiful, very tasty, because you procrastinated too long, because you don't believe in yourself enough, because you don't love yourself enough, you don't acknowledge your self-worth. Damn, this thing, man. Oh, I wanted to fucking eat this. Okay, anyway. So, read the expiration date, I heard. So if you guys are trying to apply for something, like let's say you're trying to apply for a higher position in the company you work with. Interesting, the King of Pentacles in reverse came out in the second pile. Be aware of the due date. Do not be that person that wants a job and submits your paperwork after the due date. That does not look right. It won't. Like, you're probably better off just not sending anything, because then it already looks bad. Maybe I'm wrong, but be on your shit. If it's really that important to you, then you should make it a priority to get it done. All right, King of Pentacles in reverse. I'm having the sense for you that don't wait. You wait too long. Time is precious, and people think, oh, you know, what's meant for you will come to you. Yes, but there are things that are meant for you that you could take as an opportunity, but because we are too fucking lazy, we're too much procrastinating, or we're in our head, we doubt ourselves, we hate ourselves, whatever, we miss out on beautiful opportunities that could have been something literally that your angels, your demons, your guides, your ancestors could have literally put in your fucking lap, and all you had to do was get off your ass and reach out to it. But because you didn't in time, it's gone. Don't expect it to still be there. All right. King of Pentacles in reverse. You may be trying to, let's see, this card just came out. Eight of Pentacles, really? This one came out in pile 2. If you guys were feeling drawn to pile 2, watch pile 2, please, because both of these cards literally came out in pile 2. And I've been shuffling the deck. Okay, so interesting. You're striving towards making something of yourself. You want to accomplish your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. But you may feel like all your effort is for naught. Maybe you've been striving for years, your craftsmanship, maybe you're a carpenter, or you work with metals, you're an artist, you're a musician, a dancer, a doctor, something. The 9 of Wands in reverse, and the Lovers, which is interesting because the Lovers came out in pile 1. And I suggested to pile 2 if something resonated with them to watch pile 1. So maybe some of you want to watch all piles. Let's see what this one card was. Death. This also came out in pile 1, but it was in reverse. Interesting. Underneath we have Judgment in reverse. All right. You may have missed out on an opportunity with a job that you wanted, a person that you wanted to get to know more. You may be struggling to find balance in your life. You're trying very hard, I feel, to let go of burdens, people, places, and things that don't resonate with you. Trying to let it go, trying to move forward. I saw 1:10, 1 hour and 10 seconds. 1 is about alignment. It's like an amplification, and it's the start to something new. The Death card. I just noticed that this dragon, I mean, obviously it's dead, but its heart is broken. The dragon in this deck is usually depicted with a heart at the end of its tail. Interesting, it doesn't have a heart on this one, but it has a heart on this one and it's broken. I feel like some of you are upset with yourself because you have, or you perceive to have had, missed out on opportunity. Perhaps you've been very emotional, crying a lot, talking to your friends about the situation. If this is in regards to someone specific, it's like, stop talking to your friends about what you should do about this person and talk to this person about what it is that you want to do. You know what I mean? It's like, for example, it annoys the fuck out of me. Like, honestly, it annoys me when there's someone. I remember one day I was at work and there was like this group of like boys, and like it was like 3 guys and like 2 girls or something. And I could overhear like the guys saying, oh, she's cute and, you know, I like her, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And the girls are just doing their thing. And then one of them is like, oh, well, go to her and give her your number or something. And so they're like, yeah. So I'm just overhearing this whole fucking thing play out. And so one of the guys, he goes up to one of the girls and he's like, hey, you know, my friend over there, he thinks you're really cute and he wants to know if he could have your social media or blah, 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 you know, whatever. And I was sitting there thinking, like, I hate when people do that. Like, why don't you just go up to that person your fucking self? Don't get your friend to be the middleman for you just because you're afraid. Because let me tell you what, that looks like shit on you. I know someone like me would much rather any day someone have the courage to come up to me, to my face, and tell me to my face, hey, I think you're cute. Or hey, like, maybe we should talk or whatever. Don't get your friend to fucking tell me that you have a crush on me. You fucking tell me yourself. That's the kind of person that I am. So when I overheard this, I was like, that looks bad on you, dude. That looks bad that you need your friend to tell this person that you have a crush on them. In my opinion, I don't know. That seems like, if you can't even come to me and communicate, like, how do I know that you don't already have communication issues and that's going to be an issue within our relationship if we get together in the future? And I get some people, it's hard when you don't even know a person. It's hard to put yourself out there, but really think about it. What's the worst that can happen? They say no. Sorry, I'm not interested. I'm not looking for anybody. No, thank you. Take it like a champ and be like, hey, you know what? At least I tried. You know, give yourself props for trying, because not everyone has the fucking courage to do that. But I guarantee you, you will stand out way more if you fucking do it yourself than getting your friend to do it for you. All right? So for some of you, you may be wanting to communicate with someone. Perhaps you're asking your friends, hey, how's this person doing? Or, hey, maybe you can tell this person I like them or whatever, or kind of hint to them. No, motherfucker, you fucking do it yourself. I saw 104:44. All right. Like, if you, okay, first impressions mean a lot. Whether you're walking into a store or a bakery or a hospital, you're walking into a potential employer's space. You don't want to be acting a fool. You want to look like you don't know your shit. You want to present yourself in a respectful, interesting kind of, in a good way. You don't want your potential employer to see, oh no, they're too timid. They don't even know how to talk to people. Like, they kind of have this negative air about them. Why would I want that in my team? You make a good first impression and it will stick with people. I promise you. Think of all the first impressions that you've had with people that, like, they were really good, and then the ones that were shit. Which one do you want to be? I saw 105.55, which is interesting because I saw the 4s. So 5 is about change, right? If you want the potential opportunity with someone, then get off your ass and make it so. You need to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid. I know it's easier said than done, but what's the worst someone can do? Say no? All right. You dust yourself off. You're like, okay, thank you. And then you walk away. And you know what? You should be proud of yourself that you swallowed your pride and you spoke your mind, because that looks better than someone getting their friend to do it for them. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Especially like some bitch like me, it's like, no. If you can't even fucking do it yourself, then I don't trust you. I don't know who you are. Why can't you tell me yourself? Alright? So maybe you're going through a similar situation, or maybe you've been thinking about getting your friends to do something for you. You want to make a good first impression, then you need to have confidence and fucking do it. Speak your mind. Apply for that position. And who fucking cares if your coworkers don't think that you can? You apply for it if you want it. Period. Alright? You don't need to get one of your coworker friends to go down the grapevine to talk to your manager for them to give you an opportunity. No. That looks like shit. If I were an employer, I'd be like, if they can't even come to me themselves, then I'm not going to give them that opportunity, because then that shows that they're not even, they can't even stand up for themselves. They can't even speak their own mind. Then they're not going to be ready for a management position or whatever the case is. Don't expect that's going to be handed to you. Apply for it. I have a best friend who I've known for a long time that has worked for the same company for over 12 years. And I've heard him say, like, I deserve to move up in the company, and they don't, like, move me up. They'll move other people. I'm like, okay, are you supposed to apply for a higher position? Yes. Well, then apply. Don't expect them to just hand it to you just because you know your shit. Apply for it, and it'll show that you are serious about the position. Don't expect just because you've been working there for 12 plus years and that you know your shit better than those people that are getting the job that they don't know shit. Apply for it, because that will show that you're serious about it. Don't expect it to be handed to you just because you know them. No, that's not how it works. You want a management position, you need to show that you're mature enough to stand your ground, to speak your mind, and to do what you need to do to make it happen. They're not going to chase you for it. It doesn't fucking matter how long you've been there. They haven't done it in how long? Over 12 years? Then why would they do it tomorrow? Or the next day? Or the next day, when they're literally just picking up anybody's fucking, like, resume and letting them have it. Maybe you should apply for it because you actually know your shit. Alright? Speak your mind. Say how you feel. Don't expect things to be handed to you. Don't expect people to accept you or love you just because you offer that. Know that just because you have the potential of being let down, Doesn't mean that you should let that fear of that stop you from what it is that you want. Okay, pile 3. You need to change your perspective, and you need to release the worries that you have. I feel like for some of you, you're over here like so consumed that things have taken so long, but then you're not really making the strides that you need to for it to be better. For some of you, you're literally waiting until the last minute when it's rotten. For all I know, inside this, it could already be like moldy, straight up. I'm using it because it's cute, but I can't eat it. So it's like I literally waited to make this video for a while because of all this shit that was going on around me and holidays, and I work retail, so it gets crazy. But those are excuses because I literally could have just made a video anyway. And now I can't enjoy the things that I've been wanting to fucking eat. I've been dying to eat them because I waited too long. Don't expect something to be handed to you. Go out there and make it happen. Well, we did also have the Judgment in reverse underneath, so I didn't even speak on that. It's interesting because these 3 souls are coming from these like dragons. We have the moon here. If the moon card really resonates to you, then watch pile 2. This is saying you need to go for it. Stop judging yourself. And it was in reverse, so I feel like you judge yourself way too harshly, and it literally makes you just do nothing. Because you're in your head, I'm not good enough. You know, they won't understand. I'll never get the position. You'll never get it if you never try. Period. Don't expect shit to be handed to you. We got the freeze, we got the wood. Interesting. The freeze. I feel like some of you freeze your heart, like you feel like you have a cold heart. Is because, and this is making me think of the broken heart here, you have a lot of heart healing to do. Maybe you have trauma from past relationships, which is understandable. Shit, I'm honestly still dealing with that shit too. It's hard. It's really hard. That's one of the hardest things I've had to deal with, is learning to love myself and not be codependent and all of that. Like, I used to be very independent, and then I got codependent because I hated myself and I had other issues. And now I'm learning to love myself again, which I've loved myself more than I ever have. I still lack confidence in certain things because, you know, I still get in my head too. I'm not perfect. Let's see. All right. So we have the dash. Adorable critter. We have a lot of cards for you. The silent. In reverse. The snow in reverse. Interesting because we had the freeze. And the through. Okay, this is making me think of in between. The in between. Alright, so the freeze. Defrost your heart. If you want love to come to you, the only way it's going to come to you is if you allow it to. You can literally have all these people throwing themselves at you saying, I love you, I want to be with you. And if you don't love yourself, you'll never feel like you're good enough. If you have a void in your heart, no matter who you're with, they will never be able to fill the void. Nothing. A drug, an addiction, shopping addiction, physical objects, masturbation, like nothing will be enough for you until you are enough for you. It doesn't fucking matter who, what, when, where is around you. It don't mean shit if you feel like you're not shit. If you feel like you mean nothing, then that's what you will perceive. And you can have all the people saying, I love you, you're beautiful, you're sexy, you're the only one, blah, blah, blah. But if you don't believe that for yourself, what they're saying doesn't mean anything. Defrost your heart. The snow in reverse is literally telling us, defrost your heart. Let the snow melt. I feel like this is saying you've been in hibernation. It's time to put yourself out there in a way where you're expressing yourself more and you're not so afraid to speak your mind or whatever the case is, okay? With the wood here, it's saying to come closer into who you really are, into that aspect of yourself, the nature around you, to realize that, you know, we all make mistakes, realize we're all human. Your skin color, your sexual orientation, your gender, your religion, none of that means shit, period. Like, we're all human, that's what matters. I don't give a fuck what you look like. I don't give a fuck where you're from. I don't give a fuck about your religious perspectives. If you're a good person, then you're a good person. If you're shit, then you're shit. Alright? It doesn't matter what you look like. The outside is just a shell. What matters is that we're all human, we're all going through shit, and that it's important for us to find balance within ourselves and to learn to love ourselves, to be there for ourselves, and to be strong within ourselves and who we are. The dash is saying, don't rush into things without thinking them through. However, don't overthink things to where you don't take any step necessary towards action. So this is saying, even with the through, which to me is symbolizing the in-between, this is saying, go at your own pace, but make some kind of pace. Just because someone is able to spend an hour working out every other day doesn't mean that's what works for you. Maybe you're able to do 15 minutes every third day or something, then hey, that's still better than nothing. You find the balance, what you need for your life, because you know what you need and you know how much time you have to give to that. Don't lie to yourself to say, I don't have any time, while you're sitting over here twiddling your fucking thumbs watching shit like a couch potato. If you want to get something done, then get it done. Now, it's understandable. We all have our moments. Allow yourself to have those moments where you slow down. Nothing wrong with that. It's necessary to recharge. But when you're ready, then take the steps necessary that you need to, so that you can do what it is that you need to in order for you to receive what it is that you desire. All right? The silence in reverse is literally saying, speak your mind. Don't expect people to know what it is that you want or what you need in your life unless you speak your mind. I saw 11818, by the way. 8 is about cycles. 9 is an end to a cycle. It's like, I'm thinking, every end is a new beginning. But at every end of a chapter is going to be an exam. So every obstacle that you face in your life is like an exam for you to pass or fail. If you fail, you'll have to repeat. You'll repeat the same cycle over and over until you pass. But if you pass it, then you will then evolve into the next level of your life. So this is saying be open and honest with yourself, with what you need. And underneath we have the cloud. So I love that one. So cute. She looked like a sheepy. I love it. And then sweet. Okay, cool. So what I'm seeing here with the sweet is a little bit of that star card energy. But I was going to mention with the cloud here is dream it up. Dream big. Imagine the best life that you can for yourself and then strive towards that. Don't play small. Don't say like, oh, I'll never be able to reach that. If you want to be like somebody who's in a band who makes it big, who, you know, is known worldwide or something, who tours the world, you'll never get there if you never actually have a band, if you never actually perform, if you never actually start to work on your social networking. Get to know different venues, talk to the owners of the venues, get to know different musicians, get people to audition for your position or whatever. You'll never get there if you don't take the steps that you need to. We can literally, all of us, and literally every single person I'm sure has daydreamed at some point or another, man, I wish, you know, I could be in a band, be a rock star, be a pop star, be a rapper, whatever. You can, if you work towards that, if you study, if you practice, but you will not if you literally just hope and pray for it, because it's not going to happen. It won't. It's not that it can't. It's that it won't because you don't put the time and effort into making it happen. So the star card is saying dream big. Dream it up. Make it happen. Have hope and faith in yourself that you can make it so. But you have to make it so. And interestingly enough as well, both of these cards, actually a lot of them, have third eyes. Do all of them have third eyes? The Freeze has a third eye. The Wood has a third eye. It's hard to see, but it's like this little leaf thing. The Snow has a third eye. The Silent has a third eye. The Through, or whatever that card is, the Dash, and both of these. Follow your intuition. You know what you need, you know what you want, then go after it. Alright, pile 3? So, that's all I have for you. I hope that this message resonated, brought you some clarity into your perspective, brought some perspective into your situation. And I'm sorry if those tough love messages were, you know, hit a little hard or a sore spot. You know, whatever makes us feel triggered usually is a response of our ego's way of trying to protect ourselves out of fear of facing our truth. So I hope that these messages resonated. I never mean to offend anybody, but I'm always going to speak my mind, say exactly what I see, how I feel. So take it or leave it. Don't. If you need more tough love and serious like talk, you need more people that are going to tell you straight up what they see and they're not going to sugarcoat it just because they think you want to hear the sweet messages. No, you got to hear both. If you don't like tough love reading, then I'm not the reader for you. So, thank you so much for being here. I really, truly, deeply appreciate each and every single one of you guys. I hope that this message resonated, and I wish you all the very best. Happy holidays. Take care. Love you guys. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.